All right, we are checked in our hotel, ZoloCon. Noah and I are here, and let's go head down and check this out.
Hey everybody, this is Mike Zolatoro from ZoloCon, and I'm here to show you our newest reveal, which is our Retro Reverse 5.5 interchangeable action figures. And these will be coming soon. It's going to be the best of both worlds, the best of retro and the best of modern. So you're going to be able to pop those limbs off and put on retro limbs on those figures, and you'll be able to see, like, you know, anything that was past Realm of the Underworld that we've had, or Warrior Beast, we'll be able to swap with these. Heads will be able to swap with these, and we have different ports of contact that you'll be able to do. They'll have interchangeable pieces that you can actually put onto the figures. Like so say you pop those limbs off and you want to put on one of our retro arms, you'll pop on the port that does it, and it'll pop that arm into place. And you have that. Now it's very similar to what we're doing now for 3 3/4, and this is a 3 3/4 retro reverse. So these figures that you're seeing now are the articulated versions, but there's also vintage versions of the figures that you can see over here. That and these are the prototypes from Wave 2, but you can see it. So in those packages, you have both versions of the figures. You have the retro limbs, and you also have the articulated limbs. And we're actually continuing this series with Realm of the Underworld. We have Warrior Beast, we have Pirates of the Galaxies, and a number of different other lines that we're basically putting together. So it's going to make, we're trying to make the biggest world out of this. We want to make all of these different series compatible with each other, and also interchangeable with each other also. We have, we've been working with the guys at Formo. As a matter of fact, Pierre has been one of our sculptors, or digital sculptors for this, and he does a lot of the design work as far as this is concerned too. So this was something that I drew back in 2012 when I first started the series, and I wanted to kind of evolve it to this. And it just, you know, it took some time to do it, obviously, but we wanted to basically make something that would be, you know, reminiscent not only of yesterday, but have something that could actually play with that into the modern age. And that's it.
my name is Per Rauner. I'm the lead sculptor of Formo Toys, and I take you to a little tour through our booth. So let's start here. This is sort of our newest addition to our toy lines. This is the Savage World of Rosetta. These are still prototypes, and we have the Executioner. And in the museum's edition box, he comes actually with the chopping block and the stairway. That is also on the painting of Rosetta, that you all should know. And then we have the Egyptian Queen with her bodyguard and a mysterious cat, origin unknown. I don't know, is it a jaguar, is it a leopard? It has physical features of both, so I picked them up both. So also the museum's edition box comes with the Hope set that is in there. Those figures come on cards, and also the body card comes on a card. So yeah, then we have here the Warriors of the Galaxy with all the figures that are already out, like Wave 1, Wave 2, and this is actually Wave 3, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. And these are the newest prototypes we have.
Yeah, and he said that one glows in the dark.
Yeah, this will be glow in the dark.
Yeah, that's
and
so sick. I've been waiting on one.
Yeah, this will be. I'm really waiting for the factory to come with the first test shots, and I really can't wait. So far, they really delivered on everything. I'm very happy with it. So here on the big castle that John McGee made for us, that I really love, we have Wave 2 up here, which is Horidane the Witch. We have Terraptor. We have the leader of the caveman. And down there are similar figures that I can't see right now. There's Arboreus down there, the green guy. And Chief Talent. On the edge, on front, is the newest wave. These are also the prototypes of Azurius, the magician. We have Emberon, and we have I forgot his name. It's the first day they are on display. I'm working on them, but not on the names. Oh geez, Emil will kill me, rightfully though. Well, let's move on. We have here's Wave 1, like the foundation and the base of our whole toy line. They're all displayed around here. There's Oscuro, Pantera, we have Karam, we have Yondara, we have Onitor, and here are the three dragons that we made. Ignitor, Tyrant, and Scorchwing. So all these figures are available online. The pre-order for the new wave should have started right now. Yeah.
Let's see, you're at the Savage Crucible table. What you're seeing right now here is really our Wave 1 figures that have completely evolved. We had a drop Viteris Ray packs, a year and a half ago? We got Nin, we got some of our Savage Slates, which you do see here now that's really new is our dungeon, our stands. So this part of our dungeon set come with chains. We got some pluggable skulls. We got a skull pile right now with a sword that goes right in. We got some blood splatter. And now you're seeing wave 2 of barbarians and some of the new stuff that's so we're gonna start phasing out the cards that used to come in our figures, and we're gonna be replacing them with loot bags and new weapons packs. And those loot bags can come with some of these cool relics that you see right there. Some of these relics, let's see, like this one is black light reactive, right there. Wave 3 is also making its move. It's getting closer to being shipped. Got Warrior with Ball and Chain as part 2, or Wave 2. Got another weapon that's black reactive, and that's going to be part of that blind bag weapons pack, or weapon bag. Got our Varnox twins that made a debut at Titans. Actually, made a debut at Wonderfest, and then here in the US made a debut at the Titan show last year. New stuff coming in those blind bags, so when you get our show exclusive Brynjar Veil, make sure to check your box for 2 bags, the new blind bag weapons and new loot bag weapons. You also know with Wave 4 that was dropped for pre-order last year, Kublai Khan and then the Gary. Elric, he's on the water. That's on its way to us, to the warehouse, so probably in a few more weeks. He's going to go out to all the pre-orders from last year, and then we'll have an in-stock store sale.
Hello, how are you doing? This is okay. This is James from Fox Sports Toys. I can take you through the characters that I have. So here I have Grishk, who's one of the main protagonists. Then you have Tigron, and he has a nice wired soft goods cape that C. Jessam made. Then you have your Shadow Stalker, who has like a translucent visor. So that'll get improved to where you can see the head behind the visor a bit better. Then you have your Starshock Commando, your Hyperion Warrior, and your Vrek Trapper. And then down here is like one of the Kickstarter exclusive figures that we did, the Hyperion Tracer. And then these 2 guys are prototypes, but we want to get into like doing like humanoids and stuff like that. So, but basically with the line, all the armor is removable, so you can get right down into like a bare body. They come with like 5 sets of hands, multiple accessories, and swappable feet, and a display stand. So they're all going to be $35, and then the Tigron with the capes is $40. So that's that, and then we're also expanding upon like the lore of the line as well. So with a comic book, so here's like a little sneak peek into it with some of the pages. But there's going to be like some new aliens in here that we haven't had for action figures. So we're always, we're definitely trying to push more characters into the line to make it bigger and better.
when they start getting going in October,
ZoloCon 2026.
I'll get another one. What was it,
Got some prototypes right here. These will be out in May.
$12.
And then everything on this side is all stuff that we have in stock or what we have left of the stock.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram video.
Oh, nice.
Said that, I was like,
Very
oh,
cool.
he's owed it.
What's going on, guys? We're at ZoloCon. Chris got here with Creative Beast Studios, and we have a nice assortment of all our figures from the space of the Cenozoic, Mesozoic, and Cyberzoic. We have our 1/18 scale mammoth with the baby calf, our 1/12 scale Smilodons with the 1/18 scale Smilodon showing off for the first time, and the Pachycephalosaurs. Those will be shipping very soon. We have the Cosmoceratops with a bunch of our little Tyrannosaurs here, like the Gunlong. We also, and the EO. Or that's not EO, I don't know what that is, Morris. We also have our Utah and a bunch of other assortments. We wanted to show off a bunch of our figures so you guys can get a feel for what we have so you can play with them at the show. We also have a bunch of our Cyberzoic figures out now with the riders, the armors, and the mounts. With Kurokami, we also brought a few specials such as our Steelhorn Triceratops and our Kickstarter exclusive Smilodon Helena set. So if you guys are able to get this the ZoloCon, check us out. Got a bunch of fun stuff, and we're selling out quick.
All right, now you
Now ready. So here's our packaging for the corpse. This is just a prototype in hand, kind of. I printed this locally, but I wanted to see the box, and so this has got new artwork by Tim Barron with the corpse right there, nice and gory and gross. An homage to the old 1980s zombie movie, Italian zombie movie, Zombie. And we have, your pack out here with all the accessories. We've got the synopsis, all the credits, all the fun little bits, it's got some curse words on there. And then also, I don't know if a lot of people know this, some people do, but the figures will connect to make a big battle scene right here. And this one's a little darker right now just because it was a proof of concept, but it will brighten up a little bit. And this is artwork by Mark Pennington, who designed all the G.I. Joes from 87 to 89, and he's amazing. And then, of course, you got that beautiful VHS style box that will hold the figure right in there. We'll have a little bit. There's a lot of fun stuff up in there with the fine print. Lots of 13, 666s everywhere, and then So this is going to be what every main figure looks like in their box, but with different artwork, with tons of great artists, and hope you guys like it.
All right, cool. So, name's Mark Byrne, part of the Skeletron crew. So what we got here is we got our flagship product. This is our RoboSkull. This RoboSkull, we have this patented seat swapping feature. You can get a 6-inch figure in there. You can get 2 4-inch pilots in there. Easily swaps out. Comes with all sorts of rad accessories. Got glow-in-the-dark eyes. We got these cool blast effects. The VTOL wings, and then a really sweet Breath of Death where you can actually put figures in there. It's a fun feature. Then we got our little prisoner transport. Put some Skeletrons in there. They actually have a plug on the back of your head they can plug in there. And then this bad boy plugs right into the back of the RoboSkull. Little flotation device. Yeah, so that is our RoboSkull. And then moving on down here, we're going to pop in on our 6-inch figures. First thing we got here is our pilot character kit. We have our Blood Wolf. We have the Red Weasel. This figure was made in my likeness, which is pretty fun. Comes with a really cool Red Shadows mug. He drinks Earl Grey tea. But hey, it's coffee mug for everyone else. So with this kit, we also threw in a bonus head. This is the Robonaut. And as part of the Kickstarter, we decided, hey, let's throw in some blast effects, extra weapons, extra head. So the kit itself, you're going to need another figure, which we'll get down to, which will be a Wolf Trooper to actually build them all out. Next one we got is our Jungle Wolf Trooper. Really love the camo on this. When we went to the factory, we had seen some of the other camos they'd done with the Marauder team. Did a fantastic job. We loved how these turned out. Coming back to the removable helmets, it was definitely, being able to take these guys off, you get the nice balaclava look on them. Love the inkjet, how it turned out. They come with these really cool claws that just go right on the wrist there. And I just dropped the helmet. All right, now moving on down. Essentially the same figure, just without camo. This was our launch figure. This was the Wolf Trooper. Again, the claws they plug into the back of the backpack. Come with a blast effect. They got a pistol, a sidearm that will plug into the side of the hip there. Yeah, and then we'll just keep going. And the last of our 6-inch guys, this is Gyrewolf. Gyrewolf is based on a guy from the community, Gary Goggles. There's been a couple other tribute figures to him. He was very well loved, respected in the community. We wanted to honor him, so we put together this guy. He's all shiny. Gary used to wear a really shiny, cool jacket, so we wanted to make sure this guy was as bright and shiny as possible. So, moving on down, we got our Skeletron. So Skeletron 6-inch right now is currently in production, meaning the factory's working through some molds. This is one of our test shots, so we're just working through test shots right now. Timeline puts us, the latest we have is a June-July timeframe on that, so this is the last of our Kickstarter, and we're really excited to get this figure out. Up next, we have our Zargonaut. The Zargonaut and actually the Zarlord. There's an alternate head in this pack that has a Zarlord that you can actually swap out with this. Kind of the fun of the G.I. Joes as a kid, right, was taking that screw out and putting a different head on the guy. So yeah, you get a look at the file card there. A little better look at the Zarlord face, the lizardy face there. And so this is the first time we're actually selling these. So this show was our launch for the Zargonaut, and then this is the Yeti. Yeti is based on our good friend Aaron Dietrich, who sadly passed away of cancer. We want to make sure we were able to honor him with a cool figure. Aaron really liked the teal on the Ninja Viper, so we wanted to get him kind of this cool blue looking figure, and it was cool because Aaron was a big part of it. He got to see the prototype, all the artwork. We have 2 different versions we sell. One, the artwork does not have the helmet on, and then the other one with the helm. The one without the helmet is our show exclusive. We're only going to sell that at shows. So if you want that, you got to come to shows. Then we got the Ghost figure. This is by Longbow, our partners at Grindstone Toys. This is their first figure from their Kickstarter. It's a deluxe figure. It comes with this really cool lenticular shield that will actually hide the figure. It's kind of brilliant how it works. So moving on down, we got some stands. And then basically we got the same character set, but just in a 4-inch scale. Really happy with how the detail comes out in this scale. We partnered with Marauder on the systems, so all the ports, the heads, they easily swap out with Marauder. So it's been a really fun partnership with those guys because we can leverage their accessories, they can leverage ours. It's really cool. And I think that's the end of the tour. Other than every RoboSkull comes with a set of stickers. These are our Ghost Flames. These actually glow in the dark. I put these on this one. This thing really lights up. You get this under a black light, it really lights up. So we had a lot of fun just putting in, just fun sticker accessories. I get not everyone wants to put stickers on it, but just buy an extra one and load it up. So, and I think that's all I got, man. So yeah, that's. Oh wait, there's more. Okay, so over here we have our Elite Flight stand. That's a separate purchase to the RoboSkull. This comes with our blast effects, and then also the stand itself has it opens so you can store stuff in there, which everyone's looking for storage. This is our Robo Knight heavy metal armor. This piece actually plugs into the front of the RoboSkull. As a bonus, we put in a 4-inch set of that same Robonaut, and then a rifle and a pistol set. So yeah, I get some fun art on the back of that. And that, I think we've covered, so that's what I got. One more, our Skeledrones. Every RoboSkull comes with a set of Skeledrones, but we also sell them as a separate set too. We're selling them $15 at the show, so that's what I got.
That's all for ZoloCon. Thanks for checking it out.